All right, so I can confirm that this is the new tracking module for the DJI. Got it off Amazon for $100. Now, if you don't have the tracking module currently for your RS4, this is a great option. It's only like 15 bucks more. I think the other one's like 85, but it's also sold out. So I think this is just going to be the new tracking module going forward. It does track vehicles, people, and animals. However, you cannot track objects. So if you're thinking about getting this to track objects, I'm going to show you an example here of the vehicle. And if you already have the old tracking module, personally, I don't think, spoiler alert, I don't think it's worth it, because here we go. I'm tracking this car. So I tap it and I can see now it's turned green, the tracking module. So it's going to keep the car, but it doesn't do a really good job of tracking a specific spot of the car, almost like it wants to do the rear of the car. If you're at a side angle, and it'll keep the car in the frame. You know, you can roll around it and it'll kind of track the car as it is, and you know you can get some low angled shots. Well, you won't be able to see that, but you can do this and it'll somewhat track the car. See, it's getting off a little bit. I don't think it's as good on the RS4 gimbals as it would be necessarily on the RS5. So we're going to center that, and it turns the tracking off. Like for instance, this car in front of me, I tap it once, it knows I'm tracking the car that's in the garage. So I can move left to right, and it's going to keep that car centered in the frame. Even if I get closer to the car or further away, it's still just going to keep it kind of in the center of the frame over the front of the car. So I'm going to go off to the side. It's still turning and keeping the car somewhat in the shot, and I can come out here and it will turn with it. So it does work-ish. Obviously it's going to work better on the RS5, but it will work on the RS4. And just like for instance, we'll go ahead and I'll just triple tap it and it'll turn around towards me. So here I can be able to see that. They're going to see the camera a little bit, but I put my hand up, it's tracking me. I can move around and it's going to track me, and I tap it once and it'll go away, and I can just triple tap and turn them right back around. And so it's nice, but I think if you already have the original tracking module, unless you really shoot a lot of cars or something, I don't think it's worth it. Or you shoot a lot of animals, I just don't think it's worth it, because the people are the most subjects that I typically shoot with a gimbal. I really wanted object track, but unfortunately you can't connect this with the app and track an object with it. Like I even tried to go in front of this pillow under here, and just for instance, it's not going to work. When I go down here and I just tap the tracking, it doesn't know what to track for, so it's never going to turn on. It'll only turn on if there's literally a car. Like it sees the car there and knows that I'm tracking a car, and it'll keep it, tracking it, which is cool, I guess. You can't choose the exact spot of the car as easily without the RS4, but it keeps the car somewhat into the shot, so you can use your joystick to adjust it as you're shooting. But once again, if you already have the old one, no need to upgrade. I don't think it adds a whole ton of functionality to it. I was really hoping you can go into the app and actually control the tracker, like see it and be able to track objects with it. But because you can't do that, this is most likely going back to Amazon. I shouldn't say most likely, it is going back to Amazon, because I already have the old tracker. I don't need just an added function of a car or animals. I rarely track animals and I rarely track cars, and if I do, I'm just going to use my ability to track it myself. So I was curious about that myself, so I literally just bought this to test that out, to see how well it worked, but also to see if it was worth it to upgrade. And I'm going to say no, it's not worth it to upgrade. All right, so just to prove the fact here, this is the original tracking module that I had, and I'm pressing the tap for tracking, and nothing. It's not detecting the car or anything like that. So clearly the module is doing more than we think, but like, yeah, it's not, I mean, maybe it could be a simple firmware upgrade, but it could just be hardware inside the tracking module, and I mean, you can't track the car at all with this. It's not picking it up, it's not, you know, so like I said, not worth it. I'm keeping this original one, but if you don't have the tracking module on your RS4, it's cool. I use the gimbal. I would use the gimbal a lot for tracking objects for B-roll, so it's almost tempting to upgrade just for that alone. But yeah, not I don't know. This gimbal is still solid. I feel like there wasn't a huge upgrade other than the big tracking feature, and of course it's locked down all the great features with the screen on the back of the gimbal and everything. You can't see the tracking on the RS4 even with the new module. So you're stuck buying the new one if you really are dead set on the tracking, or you know, just get the tracking module and you get basic functionality but no object and no ability to select where you actually track. I wish they added it to their own app where you just had to open up your phone or something like that, but not possible. So anyways, hope you guys liked the video. Like, subscribe, do all the fun YouTube things, and you guys know I'll see you in the future. This place is a mess. I am doing a studio little upgrade in here. I'm trying to get this place organized and redoing my top down and talking heads setup, and holy cow, this place is just a mess. By the way, 3D printing, oh my gosh, going to town right now.